Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with a showcase. Got a treat for you. So, if you've watched the last video or so, I completed my Modern Football Hall of Fame rookie set. 141 cards. So, going after the bigger one, the complete set, that's 276, and I got 53 to go on that one. So, still got a good chunk of the 50s and 60s to get knocked out. But 141 cards. Took me a while to find all these damn things. I found all of them but 8 quick, fast, in a hurry, and then I found 7 out of the last 8. Russ Grimm somewhere from 84 Tops is just hanging out, hiding in a box somewhere, but $10 card, so I'm not too nervous about that. But apologize in advance for all the baseball fans, but hopefully you dabble in some other stuff besides baseball, as I dabble in other things besides football. But we'll get right into it, and I put them in order of years, so we'll start early on. We've got the Jan Stenerud in an 8.5 from 70. Elvin Bethea in an 8.5. A beautiful one here, and a must-have. Alan Page in a mint 9. Lem Barney in an 8. Run OJ Run in an 8. Tom Mack, 8. Claude Humphrey, 8.5. It'll be a mix of grades as far as high and low end. If the guy is in multiple sets, that's where I usually toss a couple more bucks at him. If he's in an all-time sack set or something like that, or he was a defensive player of the year, you usually see those upgrades as well. Ken Houston in an 8. Willie Lanier in an 8. Terry Bradshaw in a 7.5. That's a nice one there. Roger Worley in an 8. Charlie Sanders in a 7.5. That one's come down, but when I bought it, the 8s were going for stupid money. Joe Green in a 7. John Riggins in an 8. Ted Hendricks in an 8. Ron Yeri in an 8. Emmett Thomas in an 8. Gene Upshaw in an 8. Staubach in a 7.5. Got a sweet deal on that one. I think I got it from an old guy. Did just wanted a couple of bucks. Larry Little in an 8. Charlie Joyner in an 8. Spurring for the extra couple of bucks on this one. I got the Rayfield right. In a 9. Those are short print. Art Shell in an 8. Franco, love the little winter beanie there. In an 8. Jack Ham in an 8. Curly Culp in an 8. Deerdorf in an 8. These are 73s. Jim Langer in a 9. For whatever reason, that one card is so much easier to find in a 9 than everything else. Jack Youngblood in a 9. He's on the sack set, and hence the upgrade there. The Snake, Ken Stabler. Ken Stabler. I almost thought I had it mixed up for a second. There's the new one that hasn't been shown yet. The Harold Carmichael. These have been going for 80 to 100. They went real high for a minute right after he made it in. Got that for 40 bucks at auction. Jackpot. Joe DeLemeyor in a 9. I don't know if I got that right, but it sounded good, didn't it? Ray Guy. Punters are people too in an 8. And the John Hanna in an 8. Hopefully I can keep making room for all of these. It's taking up a lot of stacks. The Mel Blount in a 9. The Lynn Swan 8.5. The Fouts in an 8. New HOF edition, Cliff Harrison in an 8, or newly added to the Hall of Fame itself. There he is, Walter Sweetness in a mint 9. I apologize for taking these not taking these out of the sleeves, but I just didn't feel like putting them all back in afterwards. Randy White, mint 9, and then the sleeves kind of get jacked up after you take them out and put them back in and stuff. Jack Lambert in a 9. If that ain't a steel curtain me mug, I don't know what it is. Robert Brazil in an 8. Leroy Selman, 8. Mike Haynes in a 9. I'm sorry, that Selman was a 9. I was like, I think I got a better one than that. Mike Webster, 9. Harry Carson in an 8. Got Largent in a 9. Casper in an 8. 49er right there, even though he's in the Chargers. Fred Dean in a 9. Tony Dorsett in an 8. And Stallworth in a 9. Let's start with the 79ers. Newsom. We got that one in an 8. I may upgrade that at some point, but I got it at the same time that I got the Rayfield right from 72, and I sprang for the extra bucks. It was a pretty large pickup in a 9 for the Rayfield, so I was feeling cheap after that and bought the Newsom for like 30 bucks or something. Lofton in a 9. Earl Campbell in a 9. Donnie Shell. I almost got rid of this card, like sold it for $8-9 bucks or whatever, and then all of a sudden they did that, hey, 20 people are getting in this year. And I was like, well, he's got an outside chance. Maybe hold on to that card. Glad I did. Kellen Winslow in a 9. Art Monk in a 9. The always classic Joe Cool, a mint 9. It's a Hampton, a mint 9. Starting 82s. I subbed this one myself. It's an 8. I need to upgrade it, but for a long time I was doing the 82 set. And I was going to get that in a 10. And I always wanted to get it just below 400. Never quite could. And then eventually I sold off most of that set. So now I don't know what I want to do. Whether I still want to get that at 10 or a 9. Here's a must-have for anybody that even dabbles in football. You got to have an LT. No need to gem like this, but you got to have an LT rookie. That's a beauty, and he is an all-timer monster. Ronnie Lott in a gem as well. Monster of the Midway there. Mike Singletary, Iron Mike, gem 10. Marcus Allen. Always kind of meant to upgrade that one, never did. Mint 9. Kenny Easley. I mean, he's a bum. He's on the Seahawks, right? So, no big deal. Mint 9. Here come a string of classic 84s that everybody recognizes. Elway, 9. Howie, in a 9. I gotta get moving here. Marino, in a 9. Dwight Stevenson, 9. I think you would have seen a Grim right there. If I had it, that's a mint 9. Andre Tippett, I upgraded this one this past year in a 10. The sack set. Had this one for the team of the decade, or 80, NFL team of the decade for 80s. And thankfully he made the Hall of Fame, so didn't even need to buy that one in a gym. Eric Dickerson, mint 9. Jackie Slater, mint 9. These 9s and 84s are super affordable for the most part. So easy to string together a little run there. Morton Anderson, 9. Ricky Jackson, I'd like to upgrade that at some point, mint 9. Darryl Green, one of my all-time faves, because I grew up in D.C. Didn't like the Redskins, but you gotta love Darryl Green. He was just a tiny little beast, worked his ass off, and played for a long time. Jim Kelly, mint 9. 84 USFL. Steve Young, mint 9. The Showboats, Reggie White, mint 9. The Dent, mint 9 from 85. Warren Moon. Mint 9. Mike Munchak, Mint 9. The GOAT. Get yourself a good look at that one. Oh, yeah. Mint 9. Andre Reed, Mint 9. Bruce Smith, Mint 9. Haley, Jim. Zimmerman, Jim. Dolman, and a Jim. Kevin Green, Jim. And Randall McDaniel, and a Jim. Coming up with some 89 scores. Everybody loves these. Irvin. These are all gems. Chris Carter. Rod Woodson. Timmy Brown. Bruce Matthews. Thurman. Primetime. Oh yeah. Barry in the gym. Who knows what would have happened if he kept playing. Derek Thomas, Jim. Newly added to the set, Steve Atwater. And Aikman. Shout out to Bears 9 McMahon. I bought that off of him after he subbed it himself. In a gem. And Dermontti Dawson in a gem from supplemental of that year. Alright. Action packed from 90s rookie update. Sayao in a gem. Cortez Kennedy in the gem. Shannon Sharp in the gem. There's the all-time classic Emmitt Smith. I subbed a bunch of those, never got a good grade, so finally had to buy one in a gem. Randall from 91 Pro Set, gem. 91 Score Supplemental, Aeneas Williams, gem. Brett Favre, gem. Willie Roaf, 93 Bowman Foil, gem. The Bus, that's a Mint 9, these are tough. Will Shields in a gem. Strahan gem from 93 Ultra. Isaac Bruce, 94 Bowman, gem. Kevin Mawe, gem 94 Bowman. This is a tougher one. 94 Playoff Larry Allen. I'm trying to break those boxes. Those cards stick together. They're all chipped up coming out of the pack. It's a mess. 94 SP Marshall Falk. Gem. 95 SP Curtis Martin. Make some room there. Warren Sapp, 95 SP. Gem. Brooks. Gem. Terrell Davis. Gem. Ty Law. Gem. My man Ray. 96 Bowman's Best. Gem. Brian Dawkins, 96 Finest, gem. Last couple coming at you here. 96 SP Ogden. T.O. Check out the number on that one. That's an early sub there. 05. 0500 on that one. Marvin Harrison, gem. Orlando Pace, 97 SP, gem. Recent pickup, the Walter Jones, got it in a 9. Tony Gonzalez, gem. Jason Taylor, paid a little too much for that one, but he's a sack leader, so I had to. Gem. There's the Randy, Mint 9. Kurt Warner, gem from 99 Pacific. I don't know why they picked that card versus some of the others that are. He's getting all by himself, and there's some good-looking ones in 99, but that's it. 99 SP Authentic Edgerrin James out of 1999. Champ Bailey. This is the lowest pop one of all of them. That's a pop 27. So it's a relatively undervalued card for a Hall of Famer. Urlacher from 2000 SP Authentic. This one recently doubled in price. I saw one go for auction, and it just It ended over 400 bucks. Like, wow. Never was cheap, but 2001 Pacific Crown Royale. These are super tough. The Steve Hutchinson, added this year. Trying to find the dang number. Oh, there it is. It's tiny little numbering right there under the rookie, but it's out of 1750. Super tough card. LaDainian, 01 Chrome out of 9.99. It's a mint 9. Ed Reed, Shiny Gem 10. And last but not least, Troy Polamalu, 2003 SP Authentic. So, 141 cards. Thanks for your patience if you watched all of that, but you're also a true fan. So, thanks for watching, and, you know, we got some time, so we might as well throw some showcases out there, folks. So show away if you've got some, too. It's good times sorting through your stuff, figuring out where it's all at, and then it helps you get reorganized if you pull it all out. So, until next time, later.